what's going on. Couldn't sleep, so I thought I'd get on and do some reads. Don't imagine there's too many people up at this time of night. Good thing was you can always replay them. Well, there's a couple people that are alive right now. Thought I was the only one. Hey, what's up? What's up, TV? It's good. So how was everybody's Saturday night? Hey, Soaps and Suds. Soaps and Suds and such. It's probably a little earlier for you guys where you're at. It's like 3 in the morning here. I just couldn't sleep. I've been sick for like the last 5 days. Oh, I'm glad you stopped in, TV. Yeah, I've been sick. So my sleep's all off. So I figured, why not get on and do something with my time? I haven't been putting much reads out. I've been having a hard time sleeping right. So my head's been all cloudy, and it's hard to do reads when you can't even think. And I don't like getting on and just putting out reads. Yeah, I feel better now. I just didn't want to put out reads that I wasn't. I did a few videos, but I kept deleting them because I just didn't make any sense to me. And I don't like putting out crappy videos. I want people to get the best so they can get the best of me. Thanks, TV, though. I appreciate that. So yeah, I was just gonna do all signs for October. Still working on getting my energy back. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know some people, like, sometimes I put a read out and I'm like, or I don't put it out, I do a read and then I watch it afterwards. I'm like, I knew I wasn't feeling it, and I don't want people to read something, like, to watch something that I wasn't feeling myself. Like, I'm not one of those people that just like to force, I don't like to force stuff out. I don't like to pretend like I you know what I mean? Pretend like I know what I'm talking about. Like, sometimes when you're sick, you just get cloudy and you're just like halfway through a read and you're just like, what am I talking about? Like, I'm totally lost. And when your head's all foggy, it's hard to, get any information from, like, that's where the universe talks to you when you're in. And that if it's all cloudy, you gotta come over right. But I feel better now. So yeah. Oh, you want to see something really cool? Okay, so I found this shirt. See that? Hey, Raina. Oh, you know what? I meant to do that, Raina, a while ago. There. Modded. I finally figured out PayPal too. I've been learning so much. Like, that was why I never did readings online, like on YouTube before, because I didn't even know how to do stuff. Like, it took me a day, okay, to figure out how to hook up a PayPal account. I went to the bank and got a new bank account and everything, and then realized I didn't need to do it. I'm good right now. How are you? But I was showing a shirt. Does that look familiar? I seen this and I had to buy it. It's a hermit. It's not crazy. I like it. I like cool shirts. Yeah, no problem right now. But yeah, like, I've been getting all these requests for personals, and I was like, I wasn't ready yet, but now that I'm I got like almost 500 people that actually listen to what I'm saying. That's cool. Love it. I love the love that I'm getting. I mean, I was just doing it for fun, and now I just so many people. So I'm gonna now that I only get sick once a year, so that's out of the way. But yeah, it took me a whole day to hook up PayPal. But that's how smart I am with computers. I didn't even do it. You know what I mean? I got to the end of it and I was like, oh, cool, PayPal. But yeah, I hooked up PayPal and then I connected it to my channel. And then I just started, like, I had like 3 people give me tips. And I was like, people are so nice. There's just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even care if it's $1 or 75 cents. I mean, somebody liked me enough to give me a tip. That made me feel good. Got my ego up. Yeah, TB Virgo. I know I was just walking in the mall and I just like seen the shirt. I'm like, that's the Hermit. Why is the Hermit on a Led Zeppelin shirt? But I bought it. But yeah, so now that my sickness is out of the way, oh, you're celebrating with your family. Beer number 7. Nice. Don't drink and drive. Oh yeah, well that's what I mean. I didn't even tell anybody I had a PayPal, and people were just like, I put it on a couple of my on a couple of my videos because I just wanted to see how to do it, and like just randomly it happened. And I'm like, cool. Are you a Virgo, TV? Hey Maya, what's up? Oh, Virgo's been giving me lots of love. I got like 2 videos, like I got one video like 2,300 views on it, Virgo. And I was like, cool. Virgo is my new favorite sign. Sagittarius is my favorite. Just because I'm biased. See, look. Oh. Isn't that crazy though? Like, I don't even know why a Led Zeppelin shirt would have the Hermit on it, but yeah, like, you know what? When I do Virgos, I'm just like everything's just coming to me. To be honest, I think the hardest one, most signs I find are come to me pretty easy, but Gemini is always difficult read. I usually have to redo my read, just because it's so. I don't know what it is. I know like other readers have told me that there's one sign that always gets in trouble, but Gemini has always been my nemesis. But I get it done. Yeah, so I'm gonna get into this. Might as well. So let's start off with Aries. I'm just writing my timestamps because I'm lazy. I don't want to go after this. And some people watch the video afterwards. I'm like, the time's right there. I cheat a little bit. So, universe, what do we have for Aries for October 2019? What can they expect? What do they need to know? Gemini moon. My daughter has a Gemini rising, and she's an Aries. No, my son's an Aries. She's a Libra. No, terrible. My dad doesn't even know my birth date. I know my kids' signs. Better dad. My dad's literally called me a week before my birthday and sometimes even 3 weeks after the birthday. So he's a Virgo. All right, Aries. Okay, so I feel like first thing I got with the Aries is I got the 3 of Wands. So I feel like you're just waiting for something to come about, something to manifest into some, like you're patiently waiting for something to manifest. I feel like you've already, you've put in the work, and now you're just kind of waiting for. Now you're waiting for it to come to fruition. But I feel like you might be stuck just thinking about that one thing. And I feel like you need to, open up to other opportunities, because sometimes when we get so involved in one thing, we're just kind of like paying attention to that. So I feel like, you need to broaden your horizons. Like you can't just think about one thing. You can't just have one thing in your head, and you can't just be like, you know, like there we go. You can't just be thinking about this one thing. You got to be thinking about other things as well. And I feel like in the next month you're gonna have, a coming together. You're gonna get together with somebody, and something's gonna happen, work out. You're gonna find somebody that's on the level that you want them to be. And I'm not. I feel like this is the person you've been waiting for, and I feel like they are gonna come around. But right now, I feel like they're just kind of dealing with their own thing, and I feel like it's what you've been waiting for. I get the Hierophant. So I feel like what you've been waiting for is actually going to be something meaningful. It's not going to be just something like, hit it and quit it, or it's not going to be like a small time thing. It's going to be something that turns into something really big. So I feel like while you're waiting, though, I feel like you just need to, just look around. Like this here is telling you you're just kind of paying attention to one thing. You're not keeping your eyes open on anything else. So I mean, just don't just sink yourself into one thing. Leave yourself open for other things to happen. And what you're waiting for is going to happen. Like I see it coming together, and I also got the Hierophant. So I feel like it's coming together. It's going to come together. It's going to be something good. But in the meantime, I feel like you've put in a lot of work, and maybe like I said, you're just kind of all about that. Don't be all about anything. Because you gotta leave yourself open for other things other than just waiting for a person. Don't just leave yourself waiting for a person, because that person, like the universe is telling me, they're coming. They're gonna come around, and you're gonna get what you want and what you waited for. But in the meantime, don't just submerge yourself in that one thing. Get into don't get into a cycle where you're stuck on one thing. Because if you get stuck on one thing, then your life's going to revolve around that one thing, and then it's going to, everything's going to come. It's going to be too much. You can't be submerged in one thing, because life is about balance. I just pulled that. Life is about balance. So just make sure you balance it. It's going to work out the way you want it to. What you were waiting for is coming. This person is coming, and they're going to come around, and you're going to get together. And it's going to be something that's like with the Hierophant. It's going to be something, I feel like, a strong connection because of the union. With the Hierophant, I'm getting a Taurus, so go for that. And like I said, just make sure you keep your life always balanced. Don't get too involved in one thing, because you're just gonna. It reminds me of like when you get that one thing, and you just spend all your time, and everything else kind of slips to the side. So don't do that, because then you're gonna put all your eggs in one basket, and then you're just you're dependent on that one thing, and dependence on something isn't good. You should be very, adaptable. I know that I'm just rambling now. But that's basically what I got from the cards, is that the person that you've been waiting for is coming, and you're going to get together, and it's going to be, it's going to come together. It's going to be a serious relationship. It's going to be a union's going to form, but just don't be just submerged in that one thing. Make sure you have other likes and hobbies and things you're doing. Hey, Lucky, what's up? So Taurus. Any Taurus out there? What's everybody's sign? So TB is a Virgo. Anybody else? Yeah, Lucky, I'm glad you're here. I was surprised, actually. I was just going to put this up, and I didn't think anybody would actually be on this late. I was just going to put it up and let people watch it, rewatch it tomorrow, but it's 7 people. I'm happy with that. What do we have for Taurus? What do we have for Taurus for October? What do they have coming their way? Oh, you love a low vibrational Taurus. Oh, what's your sign, Lucky? Can't feel your face. Stop drinking right now. You can't feel your face. You've gone too far. I feel like you've gone too far if you can't feel your face. All right. So Taurus. So for the Taurus, I feel like you're kind of stuck in, you're thinking about it. You're thinking about something. You're thinking about making an offer, or you've received an offer, and you're thinking about that offer. But you're not really sure about it because you've been kind of waiting for somebody else to contact you. But I feel like you've been waiting so long, you're just starting to feel like you're getting a little defeated. You're not feeling like that's ever going to happen. So you're starting to think about this new offer. But I do see, I got the 8 of Wands, so I feel like communication is coming from the person that you've been thinking about, the person that you really want to be with. I feel like that communication is coming, and it's going to come in October. And that person is going to call with good news because you're going to have the Ace of Cups. So I feel like that's going to be a new love. So I feel like the offer that you're thinking about right now, you just hold off on that, because I feel like what you've been waiting for, you've been waiting so long that it's got you feel like they ain't coming. So you're starting to take this other offer seriously. But I feel like the person that you've been waiting for is coming. They just had to deal with their own thing. And for them, I got the Hermit. So I feel like they just kind of been, in their own head, just kind of dealing with their own thing. So be patient. I do see communication coming. I do see a new love offer. I see it turning into something, I feel like it's going to be, a coming together, a foundation for a new relationship. And I also got the Magician. So I feel like you shouldn't just take this offer because it's there, the one that you have now. Wait for the one that you wanted. You should never take an offer just because it's there, just because you don't want to, be alone, or you don't want to be, waiting around for something that's never going to happen. But the universe is telling me this person is going to contact you. They're going to get in contact with you. But the only reason they haven't is because they're in their own thoughts right now. They're just kind of dealing with their own things. It's not that they don't want to be with you, because I see that they do, because they're going to reach out to you. They're going to communicate to you with the 8 of Wands. And I feel like with the Ace of Cups, it's going to be a new beginning. And I feel like Magician, he's working his magic right now. So don't just take an offer because it's there. Hey, Tammy. What's up? So just don't take that. don't worry about it. Just kind of sit back and just be patient, because this person is coming. This person that you've been waiting for is coming. They're just, like I said, they're just dealing with their own things right now. So don't just take an offer right now because you don't think that other offer's coming. Because sometimes we're like, oh, I want this person, but you can't. That person isn't available right now. So we just go jump into another relationship, and that's not a good thing to do, because that's never going to lead to anything happy. I mean, if the offer that you have right now is a serious offer, then I'd think about it. But where I see the Page of Cups, I feel like you're just kind of on the fence. So it's not in your head. It's not the offer that you wanted. So don't just take an offer because it's available. Think about it. Do what's right for you. But what's right for you is not to get in a relationship just because, like, right now you're thinking this person is going to contact you, but they are. So, don't ever think about, doing something just because, I know some people don't like to be alone. And, I always feel like if you really, really feel a strong connection with somebody, you should always wait for that person. Not wait in a negative or toxic way, but wait, till they get their ducks in a row. That's my aunt always said, ducks in a row. So yeah, that's what I got for you, Taurus. So just be patient. They're coming. I see the communication. It is coming. So don't rush anything right now. But this offer right now, that, like a Page of Cups, tells me that you're not really serious about it. You're kind of on the fence. The person you really want is coming. All right. So Gemini, this is the one I love. Bears. What's up, the Bears? Chicago fan? He's getting old. He needs to rush. Chop, chop. Yeah. See, the way I look at it, Lucky, is when you're in a relationship and you're kind of waiting, like those people that are in relationships and they're waiting for something better to come along, you're not really leaving the opportunity open for something better to come along. Do you know what I mean? Because you're in a relationship that if you have the signs and the universe is telling you you're not in the right relationship, you being in that relationship is just stopping any new relationship from happening. Because if I meet a girl and I'm really into her and I find out she got a boyfriend, I'm going to wait, or I'm going to move on. I'm not going to make the move. Any good guy is not going to make a move on a girl that's with somebody. You know what I mean? Unless there's a strong pull. But I mean, a good guy's going to wait. If he really has that strong connection with you, he's going to wait. He's going to make it known what he wants. But I don't know. I just can't be. I just never been like that. Like, I was in high school with a girl and I really had a thing for her, but I never did anything. That's before I started listening to the universe. Now I would have let her know. Let the cards fall where they may. But like I said, you can't just you got to let people decide for themselves. Free will is the thing, and you just got to let people find out for themselves. Some people are slower at picking up the signs, so that's why I do what I do. So I want people to, start opening their minds. Like when I started opening my mind to the signs, I started just being happier on a daily basis, because I realized if I want what I want, I'll get it. But I gotta know what I want. You gotta know what you want. You gotta manifest that, and when you manifest it, it'll happen. But you gotta know. You can't be just like, I think I want this. That's my spill, Lucky. So Gemini. Universe, what do we have for Gemini for October? for Gemini for October. Whoa. Okay. First thing I got. What's that? For Geminis? The Lover's card. So I feel like you're gonna meet somebody, and I feel like it's coming actually pretty quickly. You're gonna meet somebody, but you gotta like what I just talked about. It's weird, but this is how it's coming up. You just recently walked away from something, and now you're leaving yourself open for this. Like you've decided, you know, you've decided to walk away, and now you're leaving yourself open for a true connection to come in, and it's gonna leave you, feeling like you won, feeling like you're on top of it. But like I was just saying, what's weird is I was just saying this. I'm doing Gemini right now, double trouble. You walked away from a bad, like something that wasn't. It, I feel like the person that you were with, the King of Cups in reverse, they just didn't, they just weren't giving you what you wanted emotionally. They were leaving you feeling inadequate, and maybe even just like you just weren't feeling the love. So you walked away. And I feel like that's already happened or it's about to happen like really soon. But then because you walked away, you're leaving yourself open for this new connection. And I feel like, this is a soulmate connection, the Lover's card. I feel like it's going to leave you feeling like, a winner. And it sounds corny, but it's all because you walked away. You decided to walk away from this person that was emotionally lacking. You wanted emotion, you wanted, love and caring, and you weren't getting it from that person. So you decided to walk away. And I feel like, you have, you're a giver. You want to give, but you weren't getting it. But now in this new relationship, you're going to get back what you were putting in that other relationship. But I mean, let's just look at it like a stepping stone. The old relationship was just, in order to know what you don't want, you gotta be in it. And that's what I feel like when I get into a relationship. I don't look at it as a bad relationship. I look at it as it taught me what I didn't want. So you already learned, you're gonna read the signs, you're gonna walk away, and you're gonna find a new connection. And I feel like it's gonna be a strong connection. And I also got the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like, I feel like it's all gonna come up the way you want it. You just, like I said, you just read the sign the right way. You took the universe was talking to you. They told you this person's not getting you anywhere. This isn't what you want. You took the initiative. You moved on, and now because you moved on and realized from this last person, don't look at them as that they were a bad person. Look at them as they taught you what you didn't want. So now you're in a relationship that you do want to be in. You're going to move toward. And I feel like this person, the Lover's card, I feel like that's going to come. It's going to come to you. This person's going to make contact. I'll clarify that. Yeah. Person's going to make contact with you in October. And they're going to make their feelings known. And you're going to know right away. Like I said, it's a soulmate connection. So you're going to know right away. But I mean, I really get, I really get, it disturbs me when people don't, when they talk about this person that they're with and all the bad things and they can't think of any good things and they still stay with them. I think a bad relationship is just a good teaching tool. That's how I look at it. There's no real bad relationships. Some people just aren't meant to be together. For people that aren't emotional, there's other people that aren't emotional, and they'll make great couples because they'll have like some emotionless connection. I've had friends that did that. Nice, Tammy. Yeah, but I had friends that were like that. They just they're in a relationship and they're not happy and they just go on and they bitch about it, but they don't do anything about it. And then I have other friends that they have weird relationships, but it works, like to each his own. But like I said with Gemini, this person, the King of Cups in reverse, is just somebody that wasn't what you wanted. So you were smart enough to read the signs and move on. And that's the best thing you could do because it's going to lead you to a soulmate connection. So watch out for that in October. Oh, Tammy, I didn't show you. Look at my Virgo shirt. Boom. I'm so proud of my shirt. So Cancer. Any Cancers up there? Anybody with a Cancer? What do we have for Cancer? What do we have for Cancer for October? Ooh, Cancer Sun. There you go. Okay. So, first thing I see is you trying to make a decision. And your decision is you want to walk away, but I don't feel like you're gonna. I feel like, both these cards are telling me that you want to walk away, but you're not gonna because you're gonna stick it out. And I feel like because you're gonna stick it out, this person just giving you bad vibes sometimes. Sometimes in relationships we get bad vibes, and it doesn't mean we should walk away. Sometimes you got to stay and fight. Sometimes there is enough good in there to make it worth a while. Some people, get the impression that because right now we're going through a bad time, it could be for many reasons. It could be just financial stress. It could be family stress. It could just be, you're getting older or, you're gaining weight or you're losing weight or, it could be any reason why we sometimes lose connection to the people that we're with. Doesn't mean we should walk away. I don't feel like you should walk away. I feel like you're right in not walking away. I feel like you just got to be patient. I feel like it's going to come around. And like I got the Sun card. So and I also got the Ten of Cups. So I feel like it's all going to work out. I feel like maybe you're just because I've got the King of Pentacles. So I feel like there might be a money issue. And I feel like it might be getting to you. You might be just stressed because of that. But don't give up over money. Don't ever give up on a connection. I feel like you have a connection with this person, and I have the Queen of Cups. So I feel like you have a connection with this person, and right now you're just going through a hard time. You've been thinking about walking away, but I don't feel like that's the right choice. The universe is telling me you need to be patient. And like I said, I got the Sun, so I feel like it's all going to work out, And I got the Family card, so I feel like you're going to move on, and it's just a matter of not look at the big picture. Always look at the big picture. Now, if it's a bad relationship, and it's all bad, get out. Or if it's mostly bad, or this person makes you feel bad about yourself, or any issues like that, then get out. But don't just leave because you're having a rough patch. Like on the road of life, there's going to be rough patches. It's how you maneuver around those. It's really going to work out. Like I see a strong family connection. I feel like you're going to move into a family zone here soon, and maybe sometimes people just don't communicate. Sometimes people are going through a rough time. They don't talk to the partner. They don't say what's going on. sometimes the partner doesn't want to talk to them. Like they don't want to burden you with their problems, but that's what's built. I look at a relationship as a house. You start with a foundation and you build. And sometimes, maybe you have some electrical problems. Doesn't mean you burn down the house. Doesn't mean because you're having plumbing problems that you should bulldoze the house and start again. You know what I mean? So, but if you're building a house and all the walls are rotten, you need to move. So just look at it that way. Full of little zingers. But that's what I have for you, Cancer. Leos. Any Leos? Any Leos in the house? So yeah, you just need to, like, everybody just needs, like, I do the same thing. So I'm not just saying this to say it. I gauge everything on, is it what I want? Can it be what I want? Virgo, you're next, Virgo. Doing Leos right now. Universe, what do we have for Leos October? What do we have for Leos? We have for Leos for October. All right. So first things first, I see that you're what's up, buddy? Yeah. Go ahead. That little fella. That nightmare. Go sleep with mom. So yeah, first of all, I got the Magician. So I feel like some magic's happening. I feel like you've been in a relationship. We got the Devil. I feel like this person's just been a burden. Usually means a Capricorn. So you're looking at a Capricorn that been burning you. I'm getting a low vibe Capricorn. Usually, which are narcissists. Usually think about themselves. The low vibes. Not all Capricorns. But I feel like the Magician's starting something new for you because this person's been holding you back too long. They've had you feeling defeated for a while. They've been burdening you, but you're letting that go. And I feel like with the Death card, I feel like that's all coming to an end. And like I said, the Magician's starting something new for you. He's already got something planned for you, and it's starting now. Because this other person that's been, been gotten you down, they got you all out of whack. They got you not even feeling like yourself. They just got you, all over the place. You're not being able to balance things because this person's been holding you back, and they have you feeling defeated. So you can't think properly. But like I said, I got the Death card, and so I feel like this is coming to an end. This is going to come to an end pretty quickly, and I feel like it's going to leave you open to options. It's going to leave you open to like new ideas and how things are going to come. You know what I mean? Like the Magician's going to set you up. They're going to get rid of this person for you. They're going to open your eyes to the fact that this has to end because the only person that's hurting is this person's been hurting you for so long that you're the only one suffering. And now you have options. You're going to sit back and you're going to weigh your options. I don't see any new love coming your way for October. But I do see you finding, you finding yourself again and realizing what's important to you. I feel like this person's been pulling you back for so long that you just, like I said, you're out of balance. You're feeling defeated. You're feeling down, but that's going to come to an end. There's going to be a turning point in October for you, and you're going to realize that, it doesn't, you don't have to live a life like that. This person, it can only hold you back as long as you let them hold you back. And I feel like you're going to realize that in October with the Death card, and it's going to end that. It's going to end that vicious cycle of this person having control over you. I'm not really seeing that this person that's burdening you is actually in a relationship with you. I feel like it's a past relationship, but yeah, it's going to leave you open for options. It's going to leave you open to explore the options and find out what makes you happy. And with the Empress, I feel like it's all going to, you're by the end of October, you're going to feel like a new person. You're not going to worry about what other people think about you. You're not going to worry with this other person. And like I said, I'm getting like a low vibe Capricorn sign. But that's just what I'm getting. So, but you got to read the signs. The universe is going to give you the sign that it's over. It's going to let you know how to let this person go. You just gotta listen. But I feel like you're gonna be, you're gonna be in a lot better place. But I don't see any new love coming for October for you. I do see that you're gonna, maybe find some love for, inner strength and love for yourself, because nobody can love you until you love yourself. Nobody can love you properly. Virgo. For October. We have for Virgo for October. Universe, what do we have for Virgo? Hey, LFS. All right. So I feel like first thing I see is I feel like, you're in the mood right now. It's about rebuilding. I feel like you're gonna have a tower moment where you're gonna realize that this is where you're at and what you're doing is not what you want to do. You're gonna have this moment. The person that you're with or the person that you've been thinking about is that idea is gonna change in the next month. I feel like what you want today isn't gonna be what you want tomorrow or next week. And I feel like, you've been kind of waiting up, you want to walk away. You've been afraid to walk away because you're afraid of, being a heartbreaker. But I feel like that the only way, I feel like the only way you're gonna, be where you want to be is you just gotta, say no to this offer. I feel like that there's an offer, somebody's been trying to get with you for a while. Somebody's been looking at you and they're going to come forward, but you got to shut that down. I found with the Tower card, you're going to shut that down. You're going to walk away from that. You're not going to take it. It's going to break their heart, but it's not right for you. The thing that's going to make you happy is going to make an offer. You have the Ace of Wands. I feel like they're going to make an offer, but you're going to sit with that offer for a bit. You're going to have to think about it. And it's not because there's something wrong with this person. I feel like you just don't, nobody wants to get their heart broken and nobody wants to be a heartbreaker. They don't. Even though people laugh about it and say they want to be a heartbreaker. Like I said, this this offer that's being made to you, the person that's been after you for a while, I feel like they're already after you, so you should already know who they are. Um, but this tower moment's gonna have to happen. You're gonna have to shut that down. You're gonna have to say, no, listen, I'm not interested, and you're gonna walk away. And like I said, when you do this, you're gonna receive a valid offer of somebody that's gonna be, more um, well, somebody's going to be more compatible with you. But you got to say no to this other offer. You got to shut that down. I feel like you've been kind of leading it on, kind of letting it happen as it has been. But you're going to have to shut that down. Yeah, like I just feel like you got to wait. You're gonna you're gonna have this offer, and you're gonna have to wait on a little bit. You're gonna have to be a little bit patient. But I feel like that's just like I said, it's gonna put all your ideas in line. You're gonna have to you know you're gonna have to put your foot down with this other person and just let them know you're not interested. And I know you don't want to be the bad person, and I know that you feel like maybe this person could be all right. I feel like this person you need to walk away from, the person that's already made the offer. But because this new offer is coming, and when this new offer comes, it's going to be a very emotionally strong offer. This person is going to know what they want, and they're going to be very compatible for you. So, like I said, like before, I said, you just got to be a little bit patient. I feel like this is coming. This is coming in October. Um, but like I said, you got to break all ties with this other person. You got to make sure that they know they ain't going anywhere. You got to shut that down. Don't give them any leads that, oh, maybe, this and that. You got to shut that right down. And when you shut that down, it's going to open you up because you need the time. You need this new person. OTV, I like I said, I got that coming in October. So that person's gonna make the move. The Fool. Just take a leap of faith. I know, like, and this person that's making the offer now, or maybe it might even be somebody that you're with now. But they ain't right. It ain't gonna go anywhere. So you just need to, like I said, the tower moment has to happen. It has to be, it has to be put to an end. It has to stop. That person isn't right for you. So stop thinking about that person. Stop thinking about, what if, because you're blocking the opportunity that's going to be coming. So that's what I got for Virgo. Libra. Any Libras in the house? And Libras in the house. But just remember, TV. As long as you're yeah, the Bears. I mean, like I said, sometimes, I said before, in order for a new house to be built, you got to tear down the old one. So, I mean, it's not always pretty, but in the end, it's what needs to happen, and it's what's best for. And don't just think it's what's best for both people in most counts. Sometimes people stay with people because they're afraid of hurting that person because they really do care about them. Like I was with this girl a long time ago, and I remember I really did care about her. I didn't want to break up with her because I felt like I was going to hurt her. But what good was I doing her staying with her out of pity? It was just going to end up hurting her more when she found out a year later or 6 months later that I've been wasting her time for 6 months. I mean, it's not always pretty, but it's the end game. You gotta always think about the end game. Where you want to be. So Libra, what do we have for Libra? And if you feel like you're with the wrong person, remember, they're with the wrong person. What do we have for Libra? What do we have for Libra? Thanks, TV. What do we have for Libra? Where's the Libras? All right. So I feel like I got the 3 wands in reverse. So I feel like you've been waiting for something. But recently you've kind of felt like you've been waiting so long that you just kind of ready to walk away. I don't feel like that's the right choice. I don't feel like that's coming. That should come to an end. I feel like you should be patient. I feel like what you've been waiting for is coming. It's just taking its time. It is coming, and when it does, I feel like you feel like there's been some deception. I feel like there's some you don't feel like they're being honest, and they're kind of making you wait. But I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like they're being honest. They're fighting some past issues, and I feel like they're not only you know they're not being deceptive at all. And I feel like I know you might be getting tired of waiting, but sometimes people are worth the wait. And I feel like this is not something you should walk away from. Um, I feel like you just need to be patient and just have a little bit of faith. Because when you take that, give it a little time. I feel like by the end of October, this person's going to come back and they're going to be ready. They're just trying to get themselves in a row. They're trying to get themselves together, get some balance in their life. They're trying to balance. I get a strong feeling that they're working on. It's a work thing. I feel like their career, they're kind of just putting that first right now because they want to build something. But I feel like that's coming for them. So I feel like you just need to, you need to take your time. Keep being patient. Don't walk away from this. I feel like they're just working at their own speed. I don't feel like they're doing anything sneaky. I don't feel like they're being deceptive at all. With the moon card in reverse, I feel like that's just something. I feel like you're just lacking patience. Right now you're just being impatient, and your impatience is starting to make you think things that aren't happening happen. But like I said, the death card in reverse, I don't feel like this is something that should happen. Like you shouldn't walk away from this. I feel like you should still be patient. You should take some time and just let it happen. In the good things sometimes take time, so be patient. It's something that you've been waiting for, so keep waiting. I don't feel like there's a problem with you waiting. I don't feel like there's a reason for you not to wait anymore. So don't let your thoughts get the best of you. Read the signs. Yeah, I'm just going to grab a drink of water. Right back. Sorry. That cold's still creeping up on me a little bit still, but I'll bite it. So Scorpio. My head's fine. My head cold is gone, but I feel like the throat thing's still there. Sorry, I had to get that drink. I know drinking coffee at 3:30 in the morning is probably not the greatest idea, but we'll march on. So Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio? Sorry, guys. So Scorpio. So see, I feel like you're in a relationship right now. And I got the walking away card. I feel like you're thinking about walking away. I feel like you don't feel like I got the hangman. So I feel like this person that you're with is not sacrificing. You don't feel like they're willing to put you forward in front of everything else. You don't feel like they're putting, they're not moving forward with you. They're not willing to put the effort in. There's no personal sacrifice for them. And I feel like this is something that you need. I feel like you want someone to put you first. And that's, this person isn't giving that to you. But I feel like, you're gonna need take some time, and you're gonna have to think about, what you want. But I feel like walking away is the best option because this person, I don't feel like they're ever gonna put you first. They're not gonna give you the opportunity to be what you want to be because it's all about them. I feel like they're all about themselves. They're not putting any, they're not putting any effort into making you feel like number one. And when you're in a relationship, I feel like you want to feel like number one. I feel like you want to feel like you're very, very special to this person, but they're not going to give you that. And this is why you've been thinking about walking away. And I feel like walking away is your best option. You've already spent too much time being patient. This isn't happening. So you need to walk away and take time to think about what you want. And I feel like when you do that, things are going to happen for you. I got the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like good luck's coming your way, and I'll just get the Lover's card. So I feel like there is somebody already interested. I'm getting a strong feeling there's already somebody interested in you. I feel like this person has been watching you from afar. And I feel like this person is willing to make you feel like number one. And I feel like you might even have an idea of who this person is. Because I feel like they've been around for a while. And I feel like this person is going to give you what you wanted. So I feel like you want to walk away from this relationship. And I feel like that's the best choice for you right now is to walk away. You've been patient for too long. This person isn't willing to make you a priority. And that's what you want. I feel like you want to be a priority to somebody, but this person is not that you're with right now is not making you feel like that. They're not making you feel special. And that's what you want. And like I said, you got to reflect and know what you want. You're going to get a sign. It's going to tell you, and I feel like it's going to come in some kind of weird way. I have a feeling that you're maybe even see another couple or a friend couple, and you're going to see how they interact with each other, and it's going to make you want that. And when you realize what you want, it makes it easier to get it. And this person that you're with right now isn't that person. But I feel like when you let this person go and you take a little time to reflect, it's going to be good fortune for you. Things are going to come around full circle the way you want them to happen. And this person that's been watching you for a while is going to make their move. and I feel a very strong connection with this person, and I feel like this person is going to give you what you wanted. Like, see how this person, is looking back and seeing that they had what they wanted. Well, that's what you're going to get from this person. You're going to get that sacrifice. You're going to get that number one feeling. This person's going to make you feel like you're on top of the world, and that's how everybody should feel in a relationship. They should feel like, obviously not 100% of the time, but they're going to make you feel like, they should make you feel like that most of the time. They should make you feel like you're number one, and that everything they do is they do for you. They do for your relationship. You know, because we all want that person that makes us feel special. And if you're not getting it, which you're not getting with this person you're with now, you got to move on, because there is somebody out there that's going to give you what you want. And there's going to be somebody out there that makes you feel the way you want to feel. But the longer you spend time with other people, it ain't going to work out for you. So you gotta make that move. Walk away. That's what I have. The Scorpios, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. I love Sagittarius. High vibrational Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius? Universe, what do we have for Sagittarius? What do they need to know for the upcoming month? What does October hold for them? Yeah. That's right, Tammy. The Archer. High vibrational Sagittarius are usually pretty cool. Like, there's a lot of signs that like to have their that are especially good at one thing when they're high vibrational, like exceptionally good at that one thing. They're good at all kinds of things, but I've been reading a lot about low vibes, and I just realized that there's so many people that I allowed in my life for so long that were low vibes. And I mean, you can't surround yourself with low vibrational people because it's going to bring you down. And there's nothing wrong with helping a low vibrational person find their way. Nothing wrong with that at all, as long as they want to. Because anybody can be high vibrational. They just gotta want it. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius? Okay. First thing I got is I feel like you're gonna meet, I feel like I kind of really feel like you've already met somebody, that has shown some interest to you with the Page of Wands, but I feel like they're just playing. They're not serious. They don't want what you want. So you gotta, I feel like you just need to be, you gotta be smart and strong and emotional all in one. You know what I mean? You gotta have that strength. You gotta pull that inner strength out to realize that this person, they're not a bad person. They just don't know what they want. And I feel like, you already know this person isn't serious. You're already in your head thinking about it. You're already, dealing with the fact that this person might not be the one for you. This person might not be what you want. So I feel like you're already having a feeling. I feel like this person, I feel like, you're going to meet this person. You're going to have, at first, it's going to feel like it's some connection. But I feel like that's just because they're telling you what you want to hear. But I feel like with the Page of Wands, I feel like they're just playing. They don't know what they want. So they can't tell you that they want you because they don't know. So you need to be strong. You need to, you got to be strong and demand what you want, and this person isn't going to be what you want. So you need to be strong and realize that what you've been thinking about in your head about this person is is right. You got to follow your intuition. And as a Sagittarius, you're intuitive. You know, you're open to this stuff. So the world, the universe is going to give you the signs. You just got to read them. Um, and I feel like that's when you get there, when you get to where you want to be, that circle is going to come to an end. I feel like the cycle of you picking the wrong people is going to come to an end. And I feel like this person is just another person that's just saying what you want to hear. Oh, it's I think you're gonna go on my page. It's on in my description. Thanks, appreciate it. But it's in the description. It's just like I gotta figure out how to do that. Um, I know I'm not very computer savvy, but yeah, you just need to, you know, be better at judging, be better at following your intuition. Like I said, this person that you're going to meet isn't going to be the person for you. They're going to say the right things, they're going to do the right things, but they're not will they're not. I got the Knight of Pentacles, so I feel like they're not moving forward. They don't want to move forward. They just don't. They're just at a moment right now. They don't want to be alone. So you just gotta you know start just be strong. Start listening to the signs, and then this cycle will come to an end. You don't have to deal with that no more. You don't have to deal with low vibrational people that are kind of coming to your life and bring you down. And I feel like when you do that, you're gonna get an offer, you know, a real legitimate offer, and this person's gonna, you know, seem like they know what they want, and they're also gonna be who they say they're gonna be. So I feel like you just need to be strong right now and just weed out the people that don't matter. Weed out the people that don't have your best interest. Know what you want and expect that. Don't accept anything less. Like I said, you just need to. You're just in your head. When you meet this person, you're already gonna know. Don't let that part of you, part of your brain, say, "Oh, maybe they're not playing games with me." They are. They don't want what you want, and you're gonna have to. But like I said, when you do move on, good things are gonna happen. There's gonna be new offers. There's gonna be, you know, this person's gonna want to move forward with you, and this person's gonna be is gonna give you the emotional. You know, this person's gonna be emotionally ready, and they're gonna be emotionally giving. So I feel like it's all a matter of how you look at things. But I feel like you're gonna be made an offer, and it's gonna this person's gonna feel too good to be true. With the Page of Wands, it's because they are. They're just saying what you want to hear. You just gotta start listening to your intuition better. Start looking at the right options. Don't just look at, sometimes when things are too good to be true, they are. So it's all about just taking your time with things. Don't let, you know, just don't let people into your life that just because they say the right things. Look at people three-dimensional. Look at how they act. I like to look at people how they act. I like to see how they act with other people. Um, you know, that is a big telltale sign of what. And it's not about spying on them or anything. I'm just saying, just see how they interact with other people, and know if that's what you want. But I feel like this person's gonna come to you and they're gonna make an offer, and they're gonna but they don't know what they want. They're just gonna say what you want to hear. So Capricorn. This is a Capricorn. Capricorn. But like I was saying for the Sagittarius, just that's what I did. I started to stop taking people for what they're showing me and start looking at people for what they're doing. if you get what I mean. Like, I used to look at people how they treated me, but then I realized it's better to watch people how they treat people that don't want anything from, because then you get the real them. I mean, it's basically like that. I mean, if you look at people how they treat you, they might want something from you. They treat you real nice, and they treat you like you're on top of the world. But then people around them, they treat like crap, or they treat them. They act like they're cocky. They act cocky, or they act like they're better than other people. Then that's something you should know before you get in a relationship. Don't push forward with people unless you know what they're like with other people, because people can't hide who they are from everybody. They can only fool one person at a time. I don't really make sense. But that's just how I look at it. It's Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn? What do we have for Capricorns? All right. Okay. Not a lot of good luck for people that are already in relationships. I feel like you've been patiently waiting for something. You've been waiting for somebody, and I feel like this person, isn't coming. They're gonna leave you left in the cold. But I feel like you got to look at that as a good thing. I feel like you've been waiting for a while for this person. I'm getting the feeling that there was somebody else, and you've been waiting for this person, thinking that they were going to make that move and get rid of this other person, move on from this person to come be with you. But I feel like they're going to leave you out in the cold. I feel like they're very, they. I'm getting the feeling that you're maybe, the side piece, and I don't like saying that, but that's what I get. I get that this person's being very, um, very sneaky and very dishonest. And I feel like it's best for you. It's good that they're going to leave you out in the cold, because you don't want that. I feel like if you were to get with this person, it would just be a burden. You waiting for this person is burdening you, is going to hold you back. It's going to make you feel like somebody you don't want to be. Like I said, I get that you've been waiting for this person, but this person's going to leave you out in the cold, and this person, they got a lot of sneakiness in them. They're not very faithful, so it's a good thing to leave you out in the cold. And I feel like you're going to realize that, and it's going to come to an end. Like, that person, you're going to see this person for who they are, and it's going to help you get over this person, and that's what you want. You don't want this person, on your mind. You don't want this person in your life. I feel like they're just going to keep making you wait. They're going to leave you in the cold. They're just going to leave you on the ringer. You're just, like I said, you're just a side. You're not going to be the person in their life. And like I said, with the Seven of Swords, I feel like they're very sneaky. They got a lot of, they're hiding a lot from you. They're very deceitful. And I also got the Devil. So I feel like they're holding you back. I feel like they're holding you back, and them making you wait, that's what's holding you back. But I feel like the universe is going to give you the sign that this is over with, and it's going to help you move forward. And I feel like when you do move forward, you're going to meet somebody that actually has your best interest in mind. This is a new opportunity, and I feel like this new opportunity is going to grow into something. It's going to grow into a relationship. I don't feel like right away. I feel like it's going to be a friendship right away. Somebody's going to come to you, and they're going to be your friend in this time of need. And this person is going to end up being somebody very important to you, somebody that you want to be with. So, like I said, sometimes when bad things happen, a lot of good things come out of it. This person, you're going to realize this person's going to play you. And like I said, you're waiting for them to like sometimes you'll be waiting for somebody, they're in a relationship, and they're saying, oh, I'm going to leave them, I'm going to leave them. They got no intention of doing that. They're just keeping you around, for pastime fun. So this person you've been waiting for, they're not going to do what they said they're going to do. They're not going to be there. But you're going to realize that. And the sooner you realize that, the better. Because when that happens in the death card, it means it's going to come to an end. And when it comes to an end, you're going to meet somebody. And that person's going to be, your shoulder to cry on, let's say. And, I feel like it's going to be, it's going to be a friendship at first. And I feel like that friendship is going to blossom into something more meaningful. It's going to end up being a relationship. So look out for that in October. That's what I see for Capricorns in October. Aquarius. I guess they're Aquarius. Any Aquarius? I'll tell you a little secret. When I first started learning about tarot and stuff like that, I always thought Aquarius was a water sign. I just assumed. It blew my mind when somebody told me that it wasn't. I think Fierce told me. I was like, what? That was the craziest thing I've ever heard. But now I get it. Now that I've researched the signs and seen some of the things, and now that I've actually looked into it and done reading, I've been really learning a lot. And it's amazing if you're ever interested in this stuff, like if you're ever interested in reading about tarot and just reading about like the universe, just always feel free to follow your interests. If you're interested in something, get to know it 100%, and it'll take you a long time. I don't know it 100%. I learn new things every day, but as long as you're learning, you're moving forward. Hey, Norma. Yeah, I know, Tammy. I seen this shirt and I was like, I had to get it. I got it, and I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. What was funny is because I was actually just looking at my phone. I was at the store. I was looking at my phone, and I was like, holy! I got like 2,300 views on my Virgo video. Like, that's so awesome. And as soon as I said that, I looked over, and what did I see? And you want to hear something even crazier? While I was talking, this is what just came in my hand. I love it. I love this shirt. Fierce is always trying to take it from me. She can have it. It's my shirt. All right, Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius? What does Aquarius need to know? What does Aquarius need to know? We need to look out for October. All right. So I get the impression, first things first, I see that I feel like, you're feeling like you're tied up in something. I feel like you're not happy in a relationship right now, or you're not happy in the situation that you're in. You don't feel like you're being fulfilled. And I feel like, you know, you've been waiting too long, and I feel like the person you've been waiting for has a lot of, they got a lot of hidden stuff going on. They got a lot of secrets. They're being deceptive. Um, and they're not fulfilling you. They're not making you feel fulfilled. Um, you know, and I feel like you need to walk away from this. Um, I know it's going to be a sacrifice. I feel like you got to sacrifice to get past this, but I feel like it's your best choice. Um, you need to take that leap of faith. You need to move. You need to move on. They're not putting in the work. They're being deceptive. They're not putting in the work. They're not making you feel fulfilled. You need to move on. You need to, I feel like there's a connection that you guys have that you don't want to lose, but you got to sacrifice with the hangman. You got to sacrifice that. You got to put that to an end, because I feel like the sooner you have this tower moment with this person, the sooner this falls apart, the sooner this ends and comes to, it's not healthy. Um, and I feel like, I get Libra energy. I feel like there's a new offer coming, and I feel like you want to be looking out for a Libra. And I feel like that Libra is somebody that's going to make you, want to sacrifice. Somebody's going to make you want to give. And then when you give, I feel like it's going to, we get the family card, the 10 of cups. So I feel like you might be looking at a Libra. But like I said, the relationship you're in now, this person's not putting in the work. Um, they're not putting any effort into this. You're not feeling fulfilled. Um, they're being deceptive. So you need to walk away. Or sorry. You need to walk away. Because they're not keeping you satisfied. You're just feeling confined right now. You feel like you have to be there. But you need to take that leap of faith and know that there's better things coming. Like I said, you should look out for a Libra. I got, with the Justice card, that's some Libra energy. So just keep an eye out for that. And I feel like that person, is going to be somebody that you can build a family with. And obviously, you're not going to build a family by in October, but I feel like you're going to meet this person, and you're going to know when you meet this person, you're going to feel that connection automatically, because it's going to be a strong connection. So look out for that. And yeah, like I said, I feel like you got a bond with this person. Maybe it's been a long friendship, or maybe even share something with them, maybe a home, or maybe there's something that you feel like if you walk away, you're gonna have to sacrifice something, but that sacrifice is worth your future. So Pisces. We got for Pisces. ITS and yeah. Yeah, well, sometimes when we're in relationships and it's hard to let go. Sometimes it's just you've been with somebody so long it's comfort, and sometimes all you need is it's all about how you look at things, and you got to look at what you're getting out of it, and you got to look at what you could get out of it, and if none of that adds up to what you want, then you need to move on. You need to move on to. But sometimes you don't got to move on. Like I said, if you feel strong enough about somebody and you're willing to put in the work and the sacrifice, You'll know. Sometimes people are worth the sacrifice. Sometimes you got to fight for people. Sometimes you got to put your best foot forward and hope for the best. Take that leap of faith like the fool. What do we have for Pisces? What do we have for Pisces? What do Pisces need to see? What do Pisces need to see for October? Okay, so I got the Emperor in reverse. So I feel like you're dealing with an Aries here. And I feel like this Aries has recently, cut you off. They recently made you feel like outside that loop. And I feel like like uh, like this is the second time I get this same kind of read, but I feel like this Aries is just kind of cold, just is ghosting you right now. They kind of left you, um, but I feel like that's okay because I feel like they were a burden anyway. I feel like they weren't prepared for what you want. They weren't prepared to give you what you want. They weren't prepared to, you know, go the distance with you. And I feel like that, they've been kind of keeping you away from going out and having fun with your friends. And I feel like they've been kind of, just kind of keeping you from being who you want to be. I feel like they kind of maybe brought you to a place that you're not really comfortable with. Um, you know, I feel like you're in a place now because of them that you're not feeling like you. And when you don't feel like you know, like you're just kind of thinking about this way too much. They It's a good thing that they're ghosting you. You need to let that person go. While this is happening is the best time to let them go. I feel like their energy is really negative. And like I said, they kind of they've been a burden on you. They've been kind of keeping you away from your friends. They've been keeping you from going out and enjoying life. And I feel like you want to enjoy life. You want to be fun. You want to have fun, and you want to go with your friends. You want to do, But I feel like that cycle just came to an end. And like I said, you need to take advantage of this right now because this person's out of your life. It leaves you with all these opportunities. It leaves you, I see a lot of emotionally and financial gain. I feel like it's going to make you feel, complete. It's going to make you feel strong and powerful like the Empress. I feel like it's going to make you feel, like you're in control again. And in order for you to be happy, this is what you need to do. I feel like you need to get to that place where you need to understand what you want. So right now, if they're not paying attention to you, they're leaving you out cold, they're ghosting you. Great, and they feel like they have that power over you, but they don't. You have to move forward, and like I said, this cycle has to end. It has to come to an end. And when it does, it'll leave your mind open. You won't think about this person anymore. It gives you the opportunity to be happy and to be profitable. And it's going to leave you feeling like you can do whatever you want. It's going to leave you feeling very secure and powerful in your own skin. And that's what everybody needs. And when that happens, you're going to be able to look back and know that this is what changed that moment. And it's going to make you happy, and it's going to make you, it's going to give you completeness, and it's going to leave you the opportunities to put out that energy that you're in a better place, which is going to attract better energy, better vibrational people. Like high vibrational people are going to come your way because they're going to see your energy. So don't let this person drag you down anymore. I feel like them not talking to you, them leaving you out in the cold is the best thing that could have happened to you. This is your sign that this cycle has to end. So I feel like I said, you just need to know your worth. And this person isn't giving you your worth. This person is treating you the way they're treating you. So counteract that by just being like, okay, move on. It's funny how the cards fall out sometimes. When I'm talking, sometimes I'll pull a card. You know, sometimes when I'm doing a read, I'll pull an extra card just to clarify it, and I love when it's bang on exactly what I've already been saying. But so that's your read for October for all signs, and I appreciate everybody stopping in. And what's nothing fierce? What's up? Feel my twin flame, but I tend to block him out. But in some strange way, I feel connected to his as well as I've been feeling things that are being so done. She's not as happy as she acts. So, Tammy, maybe it's just a matter of, I mean, so if she's acting happy and you don't think she's as happy as she's acting, then who is she putting on the face for? Like, who's she putting on that strong face for? Like she's happy. What good is that doing her? Like, do you ever feel like? So what's being swept under the rug? Why do you think that she's not happy? Usually, funny thing is in relationships, usually the last people to know that you're unhappy are the people that are closest to you. Yeah. Oh, I mean, like if you can feel the sadness, like I'm the same way. Like I one thing I've always had, even since I was little, like I've talked about before, is like I've always been able to read people. Like I have to be, they have to be in front of me. Like when I meet people, I always had a good judge of character and a good judge of, you know, I've always been good at feeling, um, like people that are sad. Yeah. Sometimes, like when people are sad or some people have something going on in their mind, some people are really good at hiding it. But even those people, I can feel it. You know, I can feel, um, and I don't know what it is. Something just tells me what it is. Yeah, TV for sure. I'm gonna actually make up a website right away. Um, but if you ever want to email me, my email's in the description as well. If you have any questions or anything that you want to just ask me a question, like, and we can talk about whatever. Like, if you need to ask a question of how you can do any, like, get a personal reading or anything, just feel free to email me, and I always get back to all my emails. So, it's feeling bad for the ironically, yeah, it's feeling bad for the. So you think he's only with her because he feels bad, Tammy? To add what I was saying, Tammy, is I always I have a really soft spot. Like I have a really soft. I find it hard to detach myself from other people's. Like when I walk by somebody and I feel their sadness, I have a hard time pull myself away from that. Um, I know I'm from a small town, and I remember when I was, jeez, probably 17 or 18, I went to Toronto, like a big city, and it was the biggest city I ever been in. And I remember going there. I remember going there, and I remember seeing like homeless people, and I couldn't believe that people like there was people. These heating grates in the ground on like in the streets and stuff, like on the sidewalk, and they'd be homeless people in sleeping bags, sleeping in these things. And I remember people would say, I'd walk by homeless people, I would give them money or whatever, and I remember it just tore my heart out. I couldn't think of why people in the city would just walk by. And then I remember my buddy, he's from there. He would say, "Oh, after a while, you don't even notice them." But I couldn't do that. I could not notice these people. Like it's not their fault they're homeless. Who chose to be homeless? Same as anything else. Like if I see somebody crying, I feel like I should go over. I don't want to invade in their privacy and be like, "What are you crying about?" But I genuinely want to know, and then I try to help. Like as best I can, because I feel like there's a lot of people that ignore people in this world, and I know sometimes it's none of my business. So sometimes I don't say anything because I'm afraid that they're gonna think I'm being nosy. Because there's a lot of people that just want to know your business to spread it, but I'm not. I don't know. Like I said, but I also feel the same way as like sometimes when I'm down, I'll walk by and I'll talk to somebody it's giving off a really happy energy and it makes me feel better. So it's about feeding off energies. It's all about energies. Life is about energies. And I honestly am a firm believer that if you think you can help somebody, you should. If you feel like talking to somebody, there's been times in your life where I'm sure you've been down and people are like, people have been like, you just wanted somebody to talk to. And you don't even need them to say, "Oh, it's going to be okay." You don't need them to say anything empty. You just need them to listen. And then sometimes when you're happy, you just want to be like, "Hey, this happened to me today." And that's why we get in relationships, because we have somebody to share with. People value type together more than there is time. Now there's a lifetime together. They're going to live a long time. He does have issues he needs to work through, and he is waiting. Hey Rob, what's up, buddy? What's the thing? Like, I believe if you're best you and they're best them works. Like if that's what happens, then you should help me. Like I know a lot of people don't think that, you know, like I said, when you're building a house, when you build that house, you can't just give up because you find a problem. Like if there's a plumbing problem, you don't just give up, tear the house down, and forget it, or you don't just walk away. You try to fix the problem. If you can fix the problem, then it's worth fixing. If you can't fix the problem, then it's not worth fixing. It's just a matter of it is what it is. But you don't just tear down the house because you have one little problem. But like I said, if you have all rotten walls, you ain't gonna keep going. You gotta move out. So, I mean, if what's happening with him, Tammy, is if the unhappiness in their relationship is his fault and it's something that he wants to change, then that's something he should do. And it's whether or not he's willing to do it. If he's not willing to do it, then he's not willing to do it. You can't make somebody do something if they don't want to do it. And if she's sad because of this stuff that he's doing, then it's up to her to decide. That's the hardest part about being outside of a relationship. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, Tammy. Like sometimes the truth is scary, but all right. Well, I think I've been on almost 2 hours, and it's nice talking to you, Tammy. Thanks for coming, guys. Rob, thanks, Fierce, for being my mod. And thanks, TV. Yeah, I'll look for a TV. Appreciate it. See ya, Maya. I don't know who else is left, but thanks for watching. Hope this helps. And always feel free to comment down below if anything that anything you want. I always like reading the comments and seeing what's up. And yeah, so I'll be putting some reads out tomorrow. I'm not sure what signs I'm doing tomorrow, but I gotta get back into my routine here. Like I said, I was sick for 5 days, so I was just kind of staying out. Yeah, it's best to stay out, Tammy. And if it's meant to be, they'll come to you. Because if you get involved and then someday, it'll be your fault. And then people will hold something against you. So your best thing to do is let them sort it out themselves. Because any involvement you put in is just going to make you third party. But don't give up. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys all have a great rest of the weekend. And I'll, like I said, I'll be putting some reads out tomorrow. Buenas noches. Thanks, TV. Yeah, Rob, most people don't. But I feel like sometimes people just are who they are because of circumstances. And that, maybe they believe something the wrong way, or they didn't believe, they were just living a life they thought that everybody wanted them to live. I mean, I spent a lot of time in my life trying to please people that didn't matter, people that had no bearing in my life, and I don't even know why I tried to please them. I just had this, I just had this thought in my head that I had to please everybody, but you can't please everybody. Best thing to do is please yourself, and try to please those that matter to you by being who you are. Because the only person you're ever going to be good at being is yourself. So I'm still learning. We're all learning. As long as you're willing to learn and move forward, I think people can. I think you can change to be the person you're supposed to be. I just think some people just don't have that drive. But all right, thanks, guys. Have a good night.